What's up, everybody? I'm Jonathan. Welcome to Worship Matters. Today, we're going to listen to the worst song ever. You saw the title. I think this takes the cake. All right, for realsies. Surrounded, or Fight My Battles, by Michael W. Smith. Man, Michael W. Smith takes the cake. Wow. All right, well, let's do this. Check our worship guidelines. First, if you're new here, go and subscribe. If you enjoy this video, give us a like. Would love for you to join the family. I just review Christian worship songs. I'll get the words out. I spec. All right, let's look at our worship guidelines. I'd love for you to join the family. All right. Directional, musically repeatable, theologically sound, the Bob test, artistic license, and congregational versus personal. If you don't know what that means, I did a whole video about it. You can check it out. Links in the description. But basically, these are the different guidelines or measurements that I use to help determine songs worthy for congregational singing and personal worship. All right, let's jump into it. The worst song ever. I mean, Surrounded. Surrounded. Oh, yeah, I had that up there last time. Here we go. Okay. Let's do it. Prepare yourself.
The word says, for the spirit of heaviness,
I have heard this song before.
put on the garment of praise.
I could not listen to it when I couldn't believe.
That's how we fight our battles. This is how I fight my battle.
At least he introduced it with something.
This is how I fight my battle. This is how I fight my battles.
Yeah, we get it.
What we're doing tonight. This is how I fight my battles. Just when you think you're lost, it may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. Hey! It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you.
Who's the you?
It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. This is how I fight my battle.
And that's the song. There you go. I'm not laughing, I'm crying. What? First of all, I gotta say, Michael W. Smith sounds a lot like Toby Mac in this song. I don't know what it is. Or maybe vice versa. I don't know. When Toby Mac sings, it sounds very similar in this song. Anyways, this is how I fight my battles. 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 Okay. How do you fight your battles? This is how. By singing? By playing guitar? What? Okay, so to be fair, put on the garments of praise. I don't know where this is. For the spirit of heaviness. What? Where does that say that? Quick look at Bible Gateway. Actually, I'll just do that with you. We're a team here. There we go. Okay. I got an ESV. Garments of praise. I can spell. Stop it. Garments of praise. Isn't that what he says? Or a garment of praise. Let's try that. I shook the fold out of my garment and praised. The garment of praise. Isaiah. To give them a beautiful headdress instead of ashes. The oil of gladness instead of mourning. The garment of praise instead of a faint spirit. Is that what he said? For the spirit of heaviness. Okay, so he's turned it into an imperative. So, for this, do this. But I think this is probably what it is. To grant those in mourning. I guess you could say, instead of a faint spirit, put on the garment of praise, that they may be called oaks of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he may be glorified. What does NASB say? Okay. That's a different verse. So, okay. What was it? We don't have a lot to talk about in this song, so I'm just looking around now. To grant those who mourn in Zion, give them a garland instead of ashes, a mantle of praise instead of a spirit of fainting. Okay. Well, all right. So, putting on a garment of praise. Okay. All right. So we have the first half of the song. This is how I fight my battles. You think I'm joking? We're going to look at the lyrics in a minute. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. Okay. I think there's a story. I can't remember where it is. Where the enemy, God's people were surrounded by enemies, but God opened their eyes, and the enemies were actually surrounded by angelic warriors. So maybe that's what he's talking about. But being surrounded by whoever you is would make this first clause true. Say, it may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. Well, if I'm surrounded by you, then I am surrounded. So it does look like I'm surrounded because I am surrounded. Because I'm surrounded by you. But he's talking about two different surroundings, I guess. What do you mean by look like I'm surrounded? I don't know. And then we have this is how I fight my battles. And then we have surrounded. And then we have fight the battles. And then we have surrounded. And then we have fight the battles. And then fight the battles. Oh, it's we fight our battles now. And that's it. That's the song. Alright, I'm going to look at the official lyrics because it's a little different. So let's hop over there. Okay. It says by Upper Room. Maybe that's part of Michael W. Smith. I don't know. Alright, so fight the battles, surrounded, fight the battles, surrounded. We have at your table. Okay. It may look like, I don't know what that's why that's there. Alright. Right here at your table is thrown in. Your blood and your body has overcome. Hey, we have something new. I didn't see that in the song we heard, but alright. You've already overcome. You already overcome. Okay. Grace, grace, grace. Grace. Okay. So that's the only new stuff the lyrics say. So as you can see, that's the song. So I don't really know what to say. Let's hop over. Alright. Let's be the most charitable. Let's put our extreme charitable eyes on and see what we can see. I think what he's trying to say, I've thought about this for a moment. I think what he's trying to say is he fights his battles by letting God fight his battles. And so even though it looks like I'm surrounded, but he's actually protected by God. I think that's what he's trying to say here. Nothing is as strong as your blood. Okay. Doesn't really fit with what we're talking about here. But you've already overcome. This is where I get it. You've already overcome. So God's the one that actually fights our battles for us. Which is true. He doesn't say that. But this is true. God has already fought the battle for us. So we don't have to worry. Alright, let's hop to our worship guide. Directional. Do we even need to do this? I don't know who he's talking to. This is how I fight my battles. Is he talking to the audience? Hey, you. This is how I fight my battles. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. Does he shift like the? Who is he talking to? Who is the you? Is the you the audience? I mean, it looks like maybe if according to the verse, like garments of praise, maybe that's actually referring to the audience. I thought it was talking about God, or I assumed it was talking about God. Interesting. But if he's talking to the audience, this is how I fight my battles. It looks like I'm surrounded, maybe but I'm actually surrounded by the audience. I don't know. Mind blown. I didn't even think about that. Musically repeatable. I don't care if it's musically repeatable. Theologically sound. There's no theology in this song, unless you count. Can you count the other parts like grace? Just using the word grace, does that make it theological? Or nothing is as strong as your blood, does that make it theological? Like, what do you mean by that? I don't know enough. I don't have enough information to say if it's theologically sound. That's what I'll say. Bob test, yeah, it fails Bob test. We don't know who they're talking about. Especially in the version we listen to, which actually doesn't include all this extra wordage. Artistic license, yeah, I'm throwing that out. I don't know. There's no excuse for this. Congregational versus personal. I wouldn't even use this for personal worship. I'm not going to hate you if you do, because there's nothing in this song that really is good or bad. It's just a bland song. But honestly, you probably should just find a good song that actually worships God rather than just singing nonsense. That's probably better. So I don't think you should use this for worship at all. But you do you. Yeah, that's where I'll leave it. It's not dangerous, I don't think, but it's not good either. It's a song that doesn't have enough to be good or bad, and so that makes it a really, really horrible worship song. That's what I gotta say. Short video today. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I may have already said this. If you made it this far, thank you for watching the whole video. I'm sorry that you had to suffer through that song, but it was a short song, so that makes this a short video. Yeah, so I got criticized for my Take Me to the River song. I will swim. But this one is absolutely worse than that. I will sing I will swim all day, even though I don't know where I'm swimming and what river it is while we're taking me to that river. Before I learn how to fight my battles from this song. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I will catch you next time. Peace.